weird. It's 18 minutes? And I've had so many cutscenes. This
Yeah.
video's probably gonna be like 5 minutes long.
No, it'll probably be like 10 or 8.
I can do 8 or 10. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your boy Zion, and today I will be discussing 3 things that you should know before starting your dreads. Now before I get into this video, I would just like for you guys to like this video, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you guys can be notified every single week when I post. Now guys, before I list these 3 things, what I want you guys to know is that dreadlocks are like children. Now, you give them birth, you nurture them, you care for them until they mature. And how well they do has a lot to do with your genetic makeup, the environment, and how well you care for them. Now guys, the first thing that I have on the list is knowing your hair type. Now, what is your hair type? Your hair type basically is the shape of the follicle that your hair basically grows out of your scalp. Now, if you have like a flat or an oval shaped follicle, then your hair is going to grow curly from your hair, from your head, from your scalp. And also if you have a circular cross section of the follicle, then your hair is basically going to grow straight. There are 4 different hair types. There's type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. Type 1 is basically straight hair. Type 2 is wavy hair. Type 3 is curly hair, and type 4 is coily hair. And what that is basically from type 1 to type 4, your hair becomes curlier as it goes down the line. There are also subcategories. There are 2ABC, 3ABC, and also 4ABC. And that as well is your curl pattern gets tighter as it gradually goes down to 4C. I can tell you right now that I'm probably in the spectrum of where 4B is. My hair is probably like a 4B hair type. Now, why do you need to know your hair type? Why do I need to know this if I'm going to get dreadlocks? Knowing your hair type basically can give you a lot of information. The first one being it can allow you to know the type of method that you could start your dreadlocks. A person with straight hair wouldn't be starting their dreadlocks with a braid out, because that will take years and probably won't even lock up. Unlike a person with a 4C hair that could, start their dreadlocks doing a braid out, it will take a long time as well, but it won't take as much of a time as a person with straight hair. Also, it can give you an idea as to what your hair will look like over time. As your hair matures, you can tell based on your hair type what it will look like over time, the aesthetics of your hair, amongst other things. But that's some of the main reasons that knowing your hair type can benefit you on your dreadlock journey. Now, the second thing that I have on my list is hair density, like knowing your hair density. Some people get hair density and the thickness of your hair mixed up because they're quite, similar, so to speak. But your hair density basically is the amount of hair that you have on your head. There are 3 types of density, hair density. There is low density, medium density, and also there is high density. You can find out your hair density by just simply doing like a scalp test, and that is basically washing your hair, allowing it to air dry, and without parting any parts or sectioning your hair. By just looking at your head, if you're able to see your scalp, then you have low density hair. If in some areas you're seeing your scalp, and then in other areas you're not really seeing your scalp, you're just seeing hair, then you have medium density. And then if you're looking at your head and you're unable to see your scalp any at all, then you, my friend, have high density hair. Why do you need to know your hair density if you're starting out your dreadlocks? Now, also, like I said, like the hair type, knowing your hair type, it could give you like a good reference as to what your hair will look like after they mature. Because everybody has like different hair types, different hair density. thickness of their hair is like different. So you could be looking at someone and you really absolutely love their dreadlocks, and you possibly want your dreads to look the same, but it probably won't turn out like that because you have a whole different hair composition than that, that person. So knowing your hair density can give you like a good reference as to what your hair will look like, over time. The third and final thing, guys, that I have on the list is knowing the thickness of your hair. Now, there are 3 different thickness. There is fine hair, there is medium hair, and there is also thick hair. There's also combination hair, which is, basically a mixture of the two. And combination hair can also be, in reference to hair type as well, and also in hair density. But to know the thickness of your hair, you can just basically do like a thread test, where you compare a single strand of hair to a thread, and if that hair strand is smaller than the thread, then you have fine hair. If it's the same exact circumference or width as the thread, then you have medium hair. And if your hair strand is bigger than the thread, then you have thick hair. Why do you need to know? Why do you need to know the thickness of your hair if you're gonna get dreadlocks? Now, the hair thickness. If you know the thickness of your hair, you can basically know which hair products are best for you to use, because some hair products are formulated where they cannot penetrate the hair shaft, and so it would not benefit someone with fine hair if they're using products that really cannot penetrate the shaft of the hair, because it just will not give you any use, because you're just wasting your money basically. Some natural oils like coconut oil and shea butter, they're able to penetrate the shaft of their hair if you have fine hair. Also, I wouldn't recommend someone who has fine hair to go ahead and color their hair or bleach their hair, because they're more prone to being damaged. And so those are some of the reasons why you need to know the thickness of your hair. Alright guys, so these are the 3 things that I wanted you guys to know: your hair type, your hair density, and the thickness of your hair. And based on the information that I provided in this video, you should be able to tell what your hair type is. You should be able to tell what density your hair is, and also the thickness of your hair. And if you figure these things out, you can just comment in the comment section below what your hair type is, the thickness, and also the density of your hair, and just let me know. Feel free to add anything that I may miss out from this video. And also, if you like videos like this, just go ahead and comment. Also, just let me know. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you guys can be updated with videos, with my content every single week when I post. Because I've been gone for a while, but I promise you, I'm here. Thank you guys for watching, and peace. I don't know where to start. That was like shaky. I could feel myself shaking. You're on Bumble right now? Is it curly or wavy? Oh, Jesus! She's heavy. I'm not so nervous, okay? That being said, the blah 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 blah